you are suggesting we sell to buy.
It's a straight swap. Baptiste for Dylan.
Anne's moving a business down to Harchester, so we can get the place together.
What is bothering you?
Linda's left me.
I'll be at a hotel called The Grange.
Are you going to see him?
Louise? No. I don't think I can trust myself.
All right, I'm coming. Hello.
I'll see after training, yeah?
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock, remember? Don't be late.
Don't worry. I can hardly wait. It's our big day.
Steady on, we might not get there.
No, I can feel it. That house is going to be ours. See you later, yeah?
Bye.
Bye. Morning, Louise.
Good morning.
Everything okay?
Yes, fine.
What's the news on Didier Baptiste, then? Are you going to join us?
No, there is no news.
Really?
No, what I'm saying is, if you do see her, you would let me know, wouldn't you? Come in. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Goodbye.
Any what?
No. She's not at her mother's, she's not at her sister's. But someone, somewhere, knows where she is, but they're not saying. Anyway, how was London?
Very good. I think you can safely say Dylan is as good as gone. I've got a Charlton bid on paper, and it's going to bring a smile to your face.
Good. How much?
2 million plus.
2 million?
Plus an exciting young player, a player whom I chose, a player I guarantee you are going to like.
Yeah, but listen, we were thinking in terms of 3 million. Yes? I mean, in July, I buy him for 3.2 million. In November, I'm selling him for 2 million. That is not good maths, Gordon.
Morning. I've definitely had words. Oh, yes. I got a call from the record company. And I got the job. Oh, well done. That's great, yeah. Oh, Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Baptiste called to confirm your meeting this afternoon.
Thank you, Zina.
So that's what you weren't telling me. He is coming.
We have a meeting this afternoon, but nothing is decided yet. Michael, I think it is better if we don't discuss this at the moment, yes?
No problem.
So where's the maestro then?
What? Scott, where is he? I'm his mate, not his mother. I don't keep tabs on him.
Right, lads, we've got some work to do for the West Ham game. All right, be quiet. I know it's only a couple of hours down the road, but it's still the UEFA Cup. And can I just remind everyone, West Ham are currently above us in the league. So you can leave your complacency in here and get your asses out on the pitch. Has anyone seen Scott, by the way?
No.
Eddie?
I've seen him.
All right, Tel. Do you want to take the warm-up? I'll be out in a minute.
Come, lads, let's get stretched off properly, eh? Come on.
You haven't seen him?
No.
Are you sure? This could be serious, you know.
Look, he said something about going home on his day off.
Home?
To his mum's.
Thank you.
Morning, Skibbo. Feeling right?
Morning.
Problems?
Yeah, Scott hasn't shown up. Eddie reckons he might have gone to his mother's.
He walk out. Van Hooydonk, Anelka, Carbone, and now Lucas. This is becoming a fashion.
Yeah, well, let's not worry yet. Do you want to sort that lot and I'll see if I can track him down.
Okay. Good luck, eh?
Cheers. Jerry, look, trust me, I have done you a great deal. You're getting 2 million for Dylan. All right, you're down 1.2, but you're getting Didier Baptiste for 2.5. Now that is a £5 million international centre-back for 3.7. You're actually saving yourself 1.3. Plus, as I say, getting a brilliant player flung in for nothing.
Would I know this player?
Tommy Simmons. England's under-21 fullback. Put him beside Baptiste and woof, they'll be dynamite.
Bring it across, Oh!
Nice one, Leanne, again.
Let's have it. Okay, guys, excellent.
Now, we try a little variation, yes? Billy, you start with the ball, you make a short pass into Linger, while Eddie makes a dummy run in. Linger, you hold up the ball for Eddie, and then at the last minute, you pass the ball back between Billy's legs to find Wes, who makes a run out wide and takes the shot from there, yes? Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's see.
1, 2, 3,
Do it, lads. How is it? When you're ready, guys. Okay, excellent. Let's see it again.
That was good. Was just striking the ball more confidently.
Yes, he gives me more confidence, eh? What about Scott?
Not so good. His mobile's off. There's no answer at his place. I think he's done a runner to his mother's. She's been covering for him. I've called in his agent.
Yes, good one. Nice one, Wes.
Well done.
Wes.
Come in. Ah, Marilyn, I just wanted to have a little chat about the Baptiste bid.
Oh, good, yeah. Well, he's coming in this afternoon.
Terrific. Now, Gordon here has made an excellent deal over Dylan. Now, that gives us about £2 million to play with.
2?
Mm-hmm.
Louise was suggesting that we'd need nearer 3.
Yeah, well, quite. Luis would offer Baptiste the crown jewels if he had his way, wouldn't he? No, the sum is more £2 million.
And how much does Monaco want?
Well, I want to approach them with £1 million, but we've got to be prepared to go to 1.5 million. Now, that will give us £500,000, maybe £1 million for Baptiste signing on the fee.
It's going to need some kind of negotiations. Maybe I should go along too.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think, Marilyn?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, Gould's not part of the club, is he? Louise might prefer...
Of course, I don't want to step on anyone's toes, you understand.
No. So what do you think, Marilyn?
I think it's for the best. I'll bring Louise up to date.
Well done, boys. Right on the money. Let's see if we can't do the same with our corners.
Ray, it's time.
So it is. You were all so wonderful, I lost track of time. All right, lads, we'll call it a day. Not like you to play the shop steward. Can't drag you off normally.
Well, it's not a normal day, is it? I'm going to get shot as it is.
All right.
Here, remember that house I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon it's our dream house, but I'm going to meet Anne there at 2. So I reckon if we want it, it wants an offer in ASAP.
Well, I wouldn't go rushing into it if I were you. You want to make sure it's the right one.
No, this is the one. We knew it the moment we saw it.
Great. See you tomorrow.
All right, Ray. See you later.
Listen, we're going to have to tell him, you know.
Yes, but nothing is definite. What can we tell him?
If you're talking about Michael, then you can tell him that Charlton have put up an offer that the chairman's willing to accept.
Excellent.
That's good. We'll get this over with quickly.
And we have the money for Didier now.
Yeah, Charlton are putting up 2 million.
What? He's accepted 2 million for Michael?
That is ridiculous. Where is Mr. Block?
Come in.
Mr. Chairman, we must talk now.
What can I do for you?
I hear that you want to sell Michael Dillon for £2 million. That is not what we discuss. It is ridiculous. He is worth much more to us than £2 million.
So hold your horses, Louis, all right? We are not selling Michael Dillon for £2 million. We have been offered £2 million and a player.
From Charlton, who?
Tommy Simmons.
Tommy Simmons?
Yeah. England. Full back. Under 21.
I know who he is.
Dynamite on the field.
Dynamite's off the field.
What?
He's got a hair trigger. He was in England under 21 4 or 5 years ago. And where is he now? Being bartered in a swap deal. There's a reason for that.
Oh, come on, Ray. He had problems, but he was a kid. He wasn't handled right. You see, son, you're dealing with a trouble-talent ratio. You have to put up with one to get the other. Now, you won't regret this. He's your new Leon Richards.
Maybe. But I was told we are selling Michael to raise $3 million for Didier. Now you tell me we have $2 million and Tommy Simmons. It won't be enough.
Louis, 6 months ago, you bought me a dud. Now, I'm giving you the opportunity to buy someone else and rectify it, all right? Now, you can take it or you can leave it. But don't let the deal fall through. Hello. Ah, thank you very much for calling back, yeah. Gentlemen, would you excuse me for a minute, please? I have very important business to attend to. Thank you. Yeah. Now, I hear what you say. Now, you're sure it's Linda? Okay. Don't take your eyes off her. And let me know if she leaves the hotel.
Do apologise. That's where he's got to. Perhaps we just ought to carry on.
Okay, it's all right. Let's start upstairs, shall we?
Sorry,
Where did you get to?
training overran.
Well, Miss Bertram's been waiting nearly an hour.
Sorry, Miss Bertram. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very pleased you can make it. You know Marilyn Harwood?
Yes, pleased to meet you again. This is my agent, Barbara Finch.
Nice to meet you.
How do you do?
Please take a seat.
So, you are serious about the move to Harchester?
I'm serious about a move to the right club. You know, I have this big difference of opinion with the coach at Monaco. I no longer wish to play there.
Well, at Harchester, I can guarantee there will be no difference of opinion.
Yes, I'm sure, but there are other clubs.
Attends. You know, there are other clubs, but they do not all offer what I want.
Which is what?
You know, I want the chance to win things, but not like Real or Juve or Manchester. These clubs are, how you say, they are legends already. For them, winning is easy. I want the chance to build a legend. That, for me, is a challenge.
You are in the right place, my friend.
Maybe. We see.
Harchester could be good for Didier's football, and vice versa, of course. But the money is still important.
I was wondering when we get to that. Would you like to look over this proposal?
Coffee, anyone?
This is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it's like home already.
Yeah, well, I couldn't have designed a perfect house.
Brilliant.
Hello? Oh, really? Okay. Yes, I'm with them now. I'll let them know, thanks. I'm sorry, but we've just received an offer of the asking price for this property.
Oh, has it been accepted?
Not yet, but it takes some time for these things to go through.
Well, look, we're very interested. Can we not make another offer? We're not even part of a chain.
I'm afraid once an offer's been accepted, normally we couldn't accept a higher one. But
But if we were to offer the bulk in cash,
Anne.
a cash offer might be accepted, yes.
well, obviously we'll need to discuss it.
Well, you'll have to excuse me, but I've got another appointment. But you've got my number.
Yep.
And I look forward to hearing from you. Mr. Dillon?
So, what's the problem? Scott Lucas didn't turn up for training this morning.
Really?
Yeah. He never phoned, he wasn't at home, his mobile was switched off. I wondered if you knew where he was.
No, I don't.
Any idea why he didn't turn up?
I know he's been unhappy at Harchester for some time.
I had noticed.
You see, he moved here on a promise of first-team football, and that hasn't happened. He started 2 many games as a sub, and he's had enough.
So now he's gone on strike?
I didn't say that. He's had enough of being a sub. I'll try and talk to him, but I think it'd be a good idea if you could offer some assurance of a place in the first team.
No player gets that.
To settle this dispute, both sides are going to have to compromise a little.
I can't make promises.
Well, then maybe I should speak to someone who can. Is Lewis not able to join us?
No, he's busy.
This is serious enough for him to rearrange his diary, isn't it?
Okay, I'll see if he's got a minute. But I wouldn't expect him to be too sympathetic.
This is disappointing. I don't see any basis for discussion here.
You know, Louise, it's a little bit less than we expect.
You have here £10,000 a week. Our discussions would start at 25,000.
But that would break our wage structure completely.
I understand. But if you want to sign an international star, maybe that's what you have to do.
Harchester is a small club and we can't...
And Didier Baptiste is a big player. You're bidding for a World Cup winner. And I'm afraid this is an insult.
Barbara, attends s'il te plaît. Louis, je suis désolé. I'm sorry.
Sorry to interrupt. Louise, can I have a word? It's urgent.
Will you excuse me, please, gentlemen? You know, Marilyn, if I could have a minute with Barbara.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
How's it going in there?
Not good. Marilyn, I think we must call Jerry and tell him the situation.
I'll see what I can do.
What's the problem?
Scott, basically his agent's saying he's not going to come back until he's guaranteed the first team place.
That is ridiculous. I don't have that guarantee, and I picked the team.
I told him that. He wants some kind of promise, an olive branch to offer Scott.
Olive branch? You know what he can do with his olive branch?
I've said you talk to him.
Okay, let's go.
Louis, good afternoon.
Let me tell you, Mr. Stein, that I will not be blackmailed by your client.
Nobody's blackmailing anybody. But the fact remains, Scott is unhappy.
I am unhappy also. Your client has gone on strike, and it is your job to get him back to this club. It is your job to make me happy.
The solution's in your hands.
I am not going to argue with you now. If Scott comes to training tomorrow and is available for selection for the West Ham game, then, and only then, will I speak to you.
I can't promise anything. He's a stubborn lad.
Like I said earlier, we can't promise anything either. But the longer he stays away, the more difficult it's going to be for him to come back.
Linda.
Jerry, you terrified me. What are you doing here?
I've come to visit my wife.
How did you find me?
We're very well known in Harchester, my darling. You can't just run away and disappear.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk right now, if you don't mind.
Yes, I do mind. I mind that you left without saying a word. I mind that you're living here in this hotel room on your own. I mind that I'm rattling around in our house without you. I mind very much because I love you.
If you loved me, then you wouldn't mind at all that I was here away from you. Because if you loved me, you'd realize that this was the only safe place for me to be.
Oh, come on, darling.
No! Don't start this again, Jerry. Somebody shot me because you trod on the wrong toes. Now, I'm sick and tired of hearing that everything's going to be all right and I have nothing to worry about. I want to be alone now.
No, you don't, my darling. Not here. You can't live here.
I can live where I want to.
But you need me.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, Jerry. I don't need you. I have never needed you.
Please, do not say that.
I don't love you. I don't need you. I don't even trust you anymore. I don't want you anywhere near me.
Please, Linda, stop this now.
Listen, Jerry. Listen to me, Jerry. Listen. I want a divorce.
Louise. Jerry's mobile switched off. I've tried his house and the golf club. Can't get hold of him.
So I have nothing more to offer?
Not at this stage, no.
Well, time for a little charm.
Oh, it's your strong card. Up to you.
Sorry to keep you waiting, gentlemen.
I'm having some food sent up. I'm sure we can discuss this profitably.
I'm sorry. I've talked with Didier, and we don't feel we can continue our discussions at this time.
Really? That is a great shame. Didier, I thought we...
You know, Luis, I need to do some thinking about my football, my future. I need some time, huh?
Of course.
Our offer wasn't final. It is open to negotiation.
Naturally. We'll keep an open mind. Meanwhile, there's really nothing more to say. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
À bientôt, Luis. We speak soon, huh? Au revoir, Marilyn.
Stop telling me to be sensible, Jerry. Stop treating me like a child again.
But divorce, darling. We don't have to talk about divorce. Look, when all this is over, when all the danger's gone, we can pick up the pieces and start again.
Oh. Have you been listening to me? Have you ever listened to me? I don't want to start again. No, I've made some choices and I know what I want now.
Is that why you're here? In this hotel?
What?
To be near Rodriguez. Is that what you want? Is that why you left me?
Get out. I left because my life was in danger, because you're dangerous.
Be honest with me. Do me the honor of not lying to me.
Get out.
All right, my darling, I'll go, but just remember that if there's anything you want, you only have to ask. Right? I mean, after all, it's still your home as well. You just think about what you're doing. Everything I do, everything I have done for you.
Yep, thanks. And our solicitors will contact you ASAP. Great, thank you. Bye-bye.
Well?
Well, she thinks that we have a very good chance of getting it.
What did I tell you this morning? This house is gonna be ours.
Hi, Angie, it's me. Well, I did it. He came over, and I told him it was over, and he left. Jerry! Louise, no, I've not. Well, I will. Yes, I'll do it tonight. Yes, of course I'll let you know. Oh, okay. Bye.
Which I understand. So maybe I made a mistake to bring Michael here. But now I think it is a bigger mistake to sell him. And Didier, she's not looking so good, eh?
Yeah, well, don't give up on Didier. I'm sure he still wants to play for you.
I doubt it. Even the players I already have don't want to play for me.
So why don't we go and get something to eat? Take your mind off it just for one evening.
Thank you, but I'm very tired and...
Oh, come on. You spend too much time on the job, it would help, I promise you.
Maybe.
Of course it would. I mean, right now you can't see the wood for the trees.
The what?
Come to dinner and I'll explain it to you.
All right. But I still must have an early night, eh?
Well, I'm sure that can be arranged.
It's a sellout today for Harchester's third round first leg UEFA tie with West Ham United. Still no news on the Dragons' troubled striker Scott Lucas. It's 10 days since Lucas walked out of the club after being dropped.
Scotty, you awake?
Whoa.
Darren, close that curtain. You okay, love?
Yeah.
You out.
Have you decided whether you're going to the game? I mean, I know you're not playing, but shouldn't you at least be there? It's not too late, you know. It's only an hour and a half up the motorway.
Just leave him, Mum.
I'm worried, love. You bunk off a European game and the team might not want you back.
This game's going to be won or lost in midfield. I know. We need someone who can confuse and distract them, open up some space. We need Scott Lucas. Well, he isn't here. Do you think I made the wrong choice to leave him out of the Rangers game? There are no wrong choices. You did what you felt you had to do. Anyway, we won the game. When I was buying Scott, I went to Anfield 6 times just to see him play. I was so excited to finally find a player I searched for my whole career. The perfect partner for me. I cannot believe that Liverpool will let him go. But since he came here, we do nothing but fight.
Well, don't beat yourself up. We may still get him back.
Jerry has sent Marilyn to speak to him.
Oh, that's really going to persuade him. A power-dressing businesswoman who's been in football all of 5 minutes.
Mrs. Lucas, it's Marilyn Harwood.
Yeah, I know who you are. You better come in. That Miss Harwood wants a word with you. She's downstairs.
No way.
You've got to come down, please. Don't leave me on my own with her.
What you let her in for?
I had no choice.
Look, phone Jeff, yeah? I ain't going to talk to her on my own. Just stall her until he comes,
I
yeah?
haven't got a clue what to say to her.
Please, Mum, please.
The things I'll do for you, Scotty. Hello. Scott will be down in a minute, and his agent's on his way.
Is that really necessary?
Well, you are the managing director of Harchester United, and Scott's just a kid. I mean, he'll need some advice.
Scott isn't in any trouble, Mrs. Lucas. We see ourselves as a family at Harchester United, and we'd rather sort out disagreements like families do, one-to-one. Please sit down. When agents get involved, they tend to blow things out of proportion. But if you're worried, then you can sit in on our discussion.
Oh, no. Scott wouldn't want me involved.
Well, we've had Van Hooijdonk and Carboni walking out on their teams, but Lucas is actually the first English player to do this sort of thing.
Do you think they'll sell him?
Well, no, apparently. We've had this statement from Harchester this morning. They say they've got absolutely no intention whatsoever of letting him go.
So the question must be, obviously, will his teammates have him back? I mean, he's really let them down. And they've got some big games coming up, haven't they?
Well, they have. Well, the moment he walked out, he put himself in a complete no-win situation. He must know that he's got to go back eventually. And the longer he stays away, the harder it's going to be to do that.
That's right.
Pick some forward, please, Jeff. Have you got any comments on the transfer rumours? Jeff, can we just have a couple of words, please?
I'm here for a meeting with my client. If there's any news to announce, I promise you will be the first to know.
2 minutes.
All right, Carol, where is he?
He's upstairs.
Well, give me 5 minutes with him. Cup of tea would be nice. Be decent. Right. Leave all the talking to me. Key thing, no matter how much this Harwood woman tries to provoke you, do not repeat, not say you want to transfer. Remember, if the club want to sell you, they have to pay you 6 months' wages plus the rest of your transfer fee. But if we're the ones who request a move, we lose all that. Are you listening to me? This is worth over £400,000 to us.
I just want to play, all right?
You will, but it might not be for Harchester.
So we still hiding that mummy, isn't he, eh? I only know what is in the papers. You ain't taking calls. Yeah, well, when you do speak to him, tell him we're doing just fine without him, all right, mate?
Yeah. The thing is, we're not, Billy. I could do with him taking care of Frank Lampard.
Face facts, Bill. The attack
looks pretty threadbare without him. What's he talking about?
Lads, come on, what kind of talk's that on match day? We don't need him. We're doing fine without him, can't you see that? Hey, we don't fight anymore. It's calm, it's happy. Hey, we're even working harder for each other, don't you think? Hey, do you know what? I'll tell you something, like, for the first time this season, I feel like I'm in a proper team.
That's for real, man.
Well, that ain't fair. Look, we all know the player he could have been for this club, if he'd been used properly.
Oh, what are you talking about, Eddie? So what, you think the club would have him back now if he came back? What do you reckon, Skip?
I reckon they should sell him. I would. Miss Harwood, my client spent the biggest game of this club's season against Glasgow Rangers warming the bench. As a result, he got no appearance fee, no win bonus, no goal bonus. That's thousands of pounds in lost income. When we moved to Harchester, Jerry Block promised Scott first-team football. Those promises have turned out to be hot air.
If your client is so desperate to play, Mr. Stein, then what is he doing here warming his mother's sofa? Are you sure this isn't all designed to get Scott moved to another club?
Ah, now we get down to it. You're here to bully this poor lad into asking for a transfer so you can deny him the rest of his signing-on fee.
That is not true, Scott. I'm only here to help you. I can't do that while you're on strike.
I'm not on strike.
Then what is all this about?
I thought we already told you that.
Would you excuse me for a moment? Scott, where's your bathroom?
It's upstairs on the right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I just wondered if I could have a quick word.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Look, please, I'm only trying to help Scott. We're getting nowhere in there. You know, Scott listens to you. I'm sure you could talk him round. We could get this sorted. You see, Mrs. Lucas, if I go to my board and tell them what Jeff wants, then they'll start demanding legal rights of their own. Like the right not to pay Scott for the 10 days that he refused to work. It's thousands of pounds that he's going to be denied. Money that you and Darren depend on. Look, all I want is to see you both sorted, so I'm asking you...
What the hell are you doing?
Scotty...
No, not you, Mum. Her. What have you been saying to her?
She said they might not pay you.
No, I didn't mean it.
How dare you come in here trying to get my mum to do your dirty work? Get out!
Oh, no.
Go on!
I was just trying to explain the club.
Sod the club, yeah? And sod you. Now get out of this house, right? And don't you come back. And you can tell Jerry Block I won't play for his poxy little team if it was the last team on earth. Now get out. You got that? Get out!
Fine, all right, fine, I'm going. I hope you don't regret this, Scott.
Get out. Go on! Get out!
Nice one, Scotty. Now what?
Jerry, I knew Scott wanted to come back. I could feel it coming off of him in waves. I just thought if we could get his mum on...
Marilyn, don't ever try to get round agents in this game. Believe you me, I've tried, and it always backfires. And I'll tell you another thing. It's a good job Gordon Gallagher's gone down to London. If anybody can do it, he'll sort out the damage.
It's West Ham in their away strip to get us underway, playing from right to left in the first half. It's a rare event indeed when two English sides meet in Europe. The prize for these pair, a place in round 4. And here's Harchester on the attack right from the start. West Kingsley, Billy O'Neill, what a start! What an unbelievable start for Harchester. Their first attack, and Billy O'Neill makes it 1-0. Shaka Hislop didn't stand a chance. And what a selfish play by West Kingsley.
They won't want him back now, will they? Don't say that.
Right, can we turn this off, please? Down in some of your mates' house, all right?
Tell him to go away.
Yeah, come on, hands up!
Darren, come back, love. Darren, love.
What's up with him then?
Have you got any idea what that boy has to go through because he's your brother? All right, it didn't help that he banged on and on to them about your Ajax goal, but he's so proud of you, he couldn't help himself. So when things go wrong for you, his mates are bound to have a go. No, leave him. Let him calm down a bit.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt him, did I?
I know.
John Moncur now for West Ham. There's a real urgency about the Hammers. Coulson has to concede the corner. We're 25 minutes in and pressure on that Harchester defence now.
Jerry, you wouldn't be lining Gordon Gallagher up for my job, would you?
Crying out loud, what do you mean by that?
Well, everything he's doing, I should be doing. Sorting out Michael's transfer, and now Scott Lucas.
Marilyn, he's been 40 years in the business. I need his knowledge, I need his contacts. I'd be a fool not to take him on. Yes!
Why is he doing it?
Cal, this is Gordon Gallagher. Gordon Gallagher, Cal, Scott.
How'd you do?
Gordon Gallagher?
Scott! Jeff asked me to drop by.
Gordon has the chairman's ear. He can help us sort out this mess without any more interference from that idiot Harwood woman.
You must be going stir-crazy cooked up in here, son, eh? Fancy some air?
Try getting past those lot out there.
You leave that to us.
It's all West Ham. Keller picks out Lomas. Potts now for the Hammers. They're trying to get over that early blow of conceding the goal. This is Lomas. One chop shielding the ball well. And this is Di Canio. Paolo Di Canio. Oh, that's just wide from the Italian.
There it is. Go!
They're gone!
Right, son, let's take a walk. Jeff will take your little brother round the block a couple of times, shake off the hacks, then he'll pick us up round the corner.
Where are we going then?
You'll see.
We're in stoppage time at the end of the first half. One shot with the header. And cleared by that overworked Harchester defence, who've played well in this first half. Wes Kingsley races for this ball. He might need support here. Can Harchester nick another goal just before half-time? Kingsley! That's a tired-looking cross. He does seem to be limping slightly as we head towards half-time. And there is the half-time whistle. Harchester have the lead through that Billy O'Neill goal. And the story of the first half, West Ham's inability to find the net despite constant pressure. And Wes Kingsley's constant running, which was a major factor in the only goal of the game, scored by Billy O'Neill after just a minute. And Harchester know if they can hang on to this one-goal advantage for 45 minutes, they'd have a terrific chance in the second leg.
How's the leg, Wes?
Just a bit of cramp. Ain't none.
Get on the table.
Yeah.
Cramp.
That's my leg. Yeah, it's killing me. Well, let me try and stretch it out. Go for that.
Billy, our biggest problem is Frank Lampard, eh? So next half, I want you to keep making those runs out wide and take Frank with you. Give me some more space, yes? Yeah. Okay, good.
Wes, you all okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
What are you, my mother? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on? What are we doing here? Listen, I'm not going back to Harchester, that's what you think.
Scott, you have to. Even if you want to leave the club, now you know that.
Especially if you want to leave. I've told you before, no club's going to come in for a player who walks out on his team. Your price is going down every day this goes on.
I ain't going to grovel to them. I won't do it.
Oh, yes, you will, sonny boy. And you know why? Because your trouble-talent ratio is rapidly going negative. Now, I talk to people like Alex Ferguson and George Graham every week, and they will not touch you with a barge pole. And do you know why? Because they think you can't be trusted. They think you can't be disciplined. They don't want a player that puts himself before the club. No, you keep this up, and no English manager will touch you with a barge pole. So I suggest that you do grovel. I suggest that you do crawl. And I suggest you do what I tell you. Because otherwise, sonny boy, you're finished. Coffee?
Osborne picks out Kingsley, and he's lost possession again. He's really struggling now. And here come the Hammers. Harry Redknapp knows his side should be level by now. One chop, linking up with Di Canio. It's Paolo One chop, testing the reflexes of Coggan, who makes a very good save. And West Ham almost level.
Look, there was a lot of clubs in for you over the summer. You must have had a reason to choose Harchester.
Yeah, I did.
Well, make that your reason for it to work now.
Just 5 minutes in and out. Go in the dressing room, offer your congratulations and leave. The rest we can get stuck into tomorrow.
Sounds like they've won.
Good, makes this easier. Better get in there before people start coming out.
I don't need a nanny, Jeff.
How do I know you go through with it?
Because I said I would, all right?
Leave him.
What's going on?
We brought him back.
It's what you wanted, isn't it, Miss Harwood?
Well, yeah, of course. Thank you.
Well, I don't think we'll get any more trouble from him, eh?
How's the leg?
That's just a touch cramp. Cheers.
Scotty, mate. Back, bruv.
Oh, well done, boys. Well done. I heard it on the radio. Congratulations.
Hey, Billy, where you going? I thought I was going out.
Yeah, we are. Stinks in here, doesn't it?
Gaffer, can I have a word, please, if you've got the time?
On to.
I had a very long day. I don't want arguments.
No, I don't either. I just want to ask you one question, all right? Do you rate me?
I can ask you the same question about myself and this club. Did you come here just to be a big fish in a little pool?
You're joking, aren't you? I could have gone anywhere after Liverpool. Do you know why I came in? You. See, I got about every video of every game that you played at Betis. And then before that, at Monaco. Remember that free kick? That Bayern goal in the Cup Winners' Cup quarter-final. I must have played it so many times I've practically broke the tape recorder.
I don't know what to say.
I wanted to learn from you. I want us to knock in goals together, the two of us. That was my dream. But when it didn't work out, I started blaming other people. Didn't want you to think I was crap.
I never think you are crap. But I do think if you don't stay here at Harchester and make things right, then all your life it will make you doubt yourself. It was like that for me when I walk away from Monaco. Even now, 8 years later, I wish I stayed and proved them wrong about me. I think maybe both of us are not very good at failure, eh? Okay. If you do decide to stay, these are my terms. You will apologize to the team, to Ray, and to the fans. When you return, you will train for 2 weeks with the youth team. You will never question my selection again. And you will play wherever and whenever I tell you. Yes?
Yeah.
What?
I said yes, Gav. Just don't rub it in, all right?
Good.
That Bayern goal, that was a fluke though, wasn't it? Yeah, I bet you can do it again.
Don't push your luck, Scott.
Animaction as far as the eye can see this afternoon, starting next with their minging mega babies.